After being interrupted by the more telemarketers, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna just tell them to fuck off. And the funny thing is they're not even American people. They're like, there's like, I don't know, they're Indian or like Mexican. I can't tell. They sound more like they're Indian, and they're just like, no, get the fuck out of here. I don't care about your problems and your money or your what you're doing. But good spawn to start off the game. That's like the good luck spawn. Corey always gets a boner when we spawn in that section of the map. So I mean, I don't know why Corey's getting a boner from spawning in that section of the map, but you can ask him. I'm sure he'd love to tell you because he's just so gay for you right now. It's not even. It's like unbelievable how much you turn him on. But oh yeah, God, that wasn't pleasant right there. Don't rush me. That's you guys. I got a game plan on Fallen, and where I think we're gonna wrap up the search routes. So I'm really excited for that. I doubt I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I might. Actually I might go on tonight while I'm uploading this video and record the gameplays. I have like 4 or 5 gameplays on the theater, and I need to record them, so I might do that actually, and that could be fun. So back to the real topic at hand. Well, you know, something I thought about when I mentioned trilogies yesterday was not only trilogies in general, but what makes a good trilogy, and not only what makes a good trilogy, but what trilogies are actually good trilogies. You know, I mean, everyone has a different type of movies. I don't mind comedy movies, but I prefer more action-oriented movies with comedy, or war movies like that. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I don't have problems with comedy movies. I just don't prefer them. You know what I'm saying? Like, comedy movies they're not my type of dealio. You know what I mean? I would prefer other movies over them. But that's just me, you know. Everyone has their own opinion, and everyone, you know, can like their own type of movies, and everyone finds their certain movies funny and hilarious. You know, I like that you know, you like that action mix with that comedy mix. But, you know, a good trilogy is one where either it has a set storyline. For example, Lord of the Rings has a set storyline. You know, the storyline was set, and Barrett sprayed. I don't know how that happens, but you know, it has a set storyline, so it's fairly hard for them to like mess up the story, you know, and it was a good storyline. But then after the third one, you were kind of over it. You know, they are having the Hobbit coming out, but that's a prequel, not really a sequel. So it falls into a different category in that sense. You know what I'm saying? But with that sense, you've got movies like Pirates of the Caribbean where or even like The Mummy, where the sequel isn't written, but they make the sequel fit in so perfectly. Like, that's one thing I like about Pirates of the Caribbean. All the movies after the first one, like, the sequel wasn't exactly in place, but they made the sequel work. You know, they made the ending of the last movie work into the sequel of the next one. That's how they made it, and it made it really good and enjoyable and full of awesomeness, and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they worked it all into the story to where they played perfectly. You know, Star Wars, they made it, I guess, to where they could make I was tired all of a sudden. They made the 4, 5, and 6 movies before the 1, 2, and 3s, and they made those first ones so they could add on to the last ones. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they chose to make them, and they did a good job with it. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. You know, some movies the sequels aren't written, and other movies the sequels are written. So it's all how it kind of pieces together. Now, there's a lot of movies out there that you wish they would have sequels to, but usually the ones you really want them to have sequels to are the ones that you don't get sequels to. Now, I don't know why that is, or like why they do that, but I mean, in all honesty, we all know that's partially the way it is. When you want a sequel, you usually don't get the sequel. You know what I mean? Sometimes they make sequels, and the sequels are worse than the originals, and that's like a really weird thing. One thing that I think is a really weird trilogy, where, you know, it's not like a bad trilogy, but I prefer the original over the sequels, and that's The Matrix. You know, I don't know what about the first one that I like more about it. I just really prefer the first one over the last 2. I don't know why exactly I prefer it, but I mean, I really do prefer the first one over the prequel, the sequels. I said prequels. Prequel over the sequel. I don't know. Quickscope. Just kidding. Hardscope. But I mean, that's just really the truth of it. I mean, I can't get any more open and honest about that. You know what I'm saying? But what other movie is there where I prefer the original? I I can't think of it off the top of my head. I should probably write these down. I didn't have anything to talk about today, so make sure you leave down your topics below so I can talk about logistics. I don't know. But final score 18-5 on Aground. I don't know, a good map for what it is. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Possible search routes tomorrow, and that'll wrap up the series. Hopefully. I don't know, I'll have to look into that too. But thanks for watching. Have a great day and a great life, and blow me.